It's been months in the making and finally it's here. We'll take you to Davison's fresh new recreation area.
Homecoming week is upon us. We have all of the info about the upcoming festivities.
And the football team took part in what's starting to become an annual tradition. All this and much more is still in store on today's edition of DTV News.
Live from Sandy Coot Studios, it's DTV News. Your local source for news, sports, and student life.
Davison's newest attraction is now open. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Grant Palmentier.
And I'm Alex Windle. The township pulled the cover off the brand new Lake Callis. The project is part of an ongoing expansion that has been sweeping the area over the last 5 years.
Named after the late Bob Callis, the project took just months to create but years to plan, and it finally came to fruition this June.
The snip of a ribbon officially marked the anticipated premiere of Davison's new hotspot. Saturday, June 20th was the day Randy Stewart and his crew's hard work became a reality as the Davison community came together for the grand opening of Lake Callis.
13 months ago, this was a muddy old cornfield, and with the dedication of a lot of guys, we turned it into this facility right now, 13 months later.
The Davison community was overjoyed to have such an attraction become a part of the township.
It's absolutely beautiful. I love that it's so close to home and cheap, and there's so many different amenities that it's fun for the whole family.
I love it. They put so much work into it. The kids are loving it. It's a family-friendly environment, and it's clean.
However, the final product didn't become a reality without a few bumps and bruises along the way.
We had a lot of issues during the construction of it, but it all came together. It was a total relief when we finally got to cut the ribbon and turn it over to the community to play.
Lake Callis is the latest step in the evolution of Davison Township. Over the last decade, there have been many new and growing businesses in the area. Myers in 2008, Menards in 2011, Fernco's new factory behind Lake Callis. And now, within the next few months, a new upscale restaurant will be opening its doors to Davison. Black Rock Bar and Grill is set to open this fall and will be a part of the fast-growing Davison Township economy. Since 2000, the township has seen nearly a 6% increase in population growth. And on top of that, the township is projected to expand by more than 16% by 2035.
Lake Callis not only shows how far the township has gotten, but a sign of what is still to come. Reporting for DTV News, I'm Grant Palmentier. If you haven't taken a splash in the new waters, it will be open as long as it's warm out. Any questions about hours and the pavilion are on the Davison Township website. This year's homecoming is arriving earlier than normal, and that means the game, the dance, and everything in between are just a few days away. Spirit Week kicks off today with the opportunity to show off what decade you're from. Tomorrow is Twin Tuesday, find a buddy to match.
And on Wednesday, it's Jersey Day, whether it be your favorite Lions linebacker or Davison Cardinal quarterback. Thursday is Class T-shirt day, so make sure you get your snazzy shirts before then. They'll be available in the cafeteria all week. And finally, on Friday, as always, the week wraps up with Maroon and Gold Day, so put on your Cardinal colors and get ready for the game. In other homecoming news, freshmen, you are needed to participate in the homecoming parade this Friday. Make sure to swing by Mr. Karan or Miss Slattery in rooms 225 or 268 to get more information. And all students, don't forget to pick up your tickets to the big dance on Saturday. They're $5 at all lunches this week or $7 at the door. The dance will be from 7 to 10 in the evening.
The first blood drive is coming up soon, and NHS wants you to know everything about it. The annual fall drive is scheduled for October 23rd, and the Red Cross will be taking blood donations in the AMR from anyone who is eligible. Remember, if you're under 16, you must get a parent consent in order to donate. Forms are available in Mrs. Heaner's room, or you can sign up during all lunches. The blood drive is sponsored by the National Honor Society, but they can't do it without the help of other NHS members. Sophomores, juniors, and seniors with a GPA of 3.5 or above can grab an application from Mrs. Heaner in room 300.
For some of us, it's the last year back to school, but for others, it's only the beginning. The Back to School Blast is hosted by Davison Schools for kids and teens alike to celebrate going back to school. The annual event took place last month and was a huge success, with families coming from all over the city. We asked some of the kids what they were looking forward to most about this school year.
I think it's recess.
Seeing who's in my class and what new stuff we do.
Math.
A wide assortment of answers there, but nonetheless, students have a lot to look forward to this school year. Good luck to all students. Yearbooks keep track of what happens from year to year so you can relive all moments that may have slipped from memory. They're on sale right now, and the yearbook staff needs your payments. Head over to jostens.com or give your $80 to the main office to place your order. Get them in before October 2nd in order to make sure you get one at the end of the school year, whether you're a freshman or a senior. DTV unleashed a new department, and they released something unprecedented in DTV history.
And in sports, Trace Clinton talks about a newfound annual tradition for the varsity football squad. That story and much more coming up after the break.
Homecoming week is upon us here at DHS, and along with it come a few of my favorite things: the parade, powder puff, and of course, school spirit. I'm Trace Clinton, but what I have to say I'm most excited for is this Friday night when the Cardinals will host Flint Southwestern once again for this year's homecoming football game. Davison looks to be in good shape and had been preparing for Friday, not just for a few weeks, but for the past few months. Over the summer, the guys were even strapping on pads when most of us were already asleep.
What? Midnight? Coach, I gotta go to bed at that time, you know.
Sorry, Marcellus, not tonight. Officially, Michigan high school football couldn't begin full contact practice until August 14th. Technically, August 14th began at 12:01 a.m. So Coach Zimmerman went with the technicality.
It was to try to, make this a community football program, try to encourage everybody to be a part of it, so it's more of an event than anything else, and we still get a chance to get some work in under the lights, kind of create some energy and kind of connect to the community a little bit.
In his second year of coaching here at Davison, hype has been one of Zimmerman's specialties. The practice was open to the public, and anyone from the community could stop by and get a sneak peek of what to expect from the Cards this season.
Really, this first practice and these first few practices are really important to setting the tone for not only the team but the community and how they view it.
They don't want to waste a second, which is really like the goal. They want to show the energy. They want to get the community into it. They want to show that they're excited to start and that they're excited not just to start but to finish the season.
They've all worked so hard to get to this point, and they're so excited to get out there and play. And as parents, we're all really excited to get out there and watch them.
Among the Crickets, the team is working for more than just the height. This year, Zimmerman is focused on reshaping his team from the ground up.
Our strategy is going to be different. We're not focused on strength and overpowering. We're going to be focused on more technique.
We tried to get better tonight. It was first day of pads is always a little ugly, but we did get better. We're out here, got some work done, and so we'll try to do that tomorrow.
Get inside.
With new ideas come new challenges, and whatever those challenges may be, Davison will find a way.
1, 2, 3, cheers!
The tradition began last year after Zimmerman took over the head coaching position, and as soon as word spread of his crazy idea, it immediately took flight. The community came out to support the guys, and that number of fans from last year was nearly doubled this time. I think the fans and the guys on the team are ready for anything. But while the football team has been making strides, the volleyball ladies wrapped up their season strong. At the end of last week, Davison and Traverse City met at Bay City Central to compete for regionals. Mariah Vukai takes charge and slams down not just one, but 2 spikes for the Cards. Later on, Maddie Ramoy bumps up to Molly Preisler, who sets up for R. Wilson, who knocks it down. And the Cardinals were on fire. Olivia Bishop took every opportunity she had to show off her height, putting up point after point for Traverse City. Not only that, but their defensive game was just as strong. They were solid, and Davison had a hard time finding a way through. Though things were close each time, the Cards were swept by the Titans. However, great job making it past districts and becoming regional finalists, ladies. You may have noticed the construction around all the athletic fields. Well, DHS is getting a much-needed facelift. Caleb Dell will walk you through all of the upgrades.
The sounds of construction can be heard all summer long while Davison gets the long-awaited updates that were needed here at DHS.
We're actually strategically putting in a parking lot where those old tennis courts were. And then we're moving the tennis courts a little bit further away, kind of to give them their own space.
You know, we've needed new tennis courts for some time now. What happened was 15 years ago, our courts were in really bad condition. So a short-term fix was done called Sport Court, and that was the plastic surfacing going over top of the asphalt and new fencing. The courts are worn down, they're slippery, and the fences have risen, and it's really unsafe and unplayable conditions right now.
It got to a point where the actual tennis courts themselves were deteriorating.
The tennis team isn't the only team getting an update.
And we looked at the score box at the soccer field, which, like the tennis courts, was long overdue for an upgrade. And so we took those, or basically what we decided we were going to do was get rid of the old score box and put in a brand new one rather than just try to fix up the one that's there. The marching band is a huge part to athletics. To the district as well. We wanted to give them their own practice field as well, someplace that they could call home for practice.
These $3.8 million renewals were supposed to be done by the beginning of the school year, but due to delays, now it looks like these updates are expected to be done by the end of this October.
This whole complex is going to kind of become a facelift for the community, for the school, for everybody, so it kind of makes everybody feel good.
Caitlin Abdallah, DTV Sports.
After the upgrades are complete, the school should look good as new with a few more places for teams to call home. And last Saturday and Sunday, Davison hosted the Girls Golf Regional Finals.
We've worked really hard for this, and I'm proud that it's our 7th year in a row going. We've practiced a lot over the summer and during the spring, not just during our season, so that made us work really hard for it, and we just practice every day.
So once again, the ladies will compete in the state finals held at GVSU this year, a tough course for even skilled golfers. The 2-day contest will take place October 16th and 17th. Good luck, ladies. Make us proud. Wednesday night, ladies from the junior and senior classes will partake in one of the most competitive events of the year, Powder Puff. Junior players still looking for something to dig out of a box in the attic 30 years from now can still purchase a t-shirt from Miss Bruce in the athletic office. Be sure to stop by and grab a piece of your glory days. And before I send you back over to the news desk, here's a quick breakdown of this week in the world of athletics. Tonight, the swim and tennis teams will hit the road and look to continue their current win streaks, while the soccer guys try and pick things back up later today and Wednesday after coming off last week's tough loss to Lapeer. Powder Puff will follow on Wednesday, and of course on Friday, the homecoming football game. I'll see you guys there. But until then, I'll hand it back over to Grant and Alex for the rest of your news.
Thank you, Trace. High school doesn't last forever. College is coming up soon for many people, and Davison High School will be a host to many schools this fall. Kicking things off this week will be Grand Valley State and Hope College. GVSU will be in the auditorium at 9:45 in the morning, and Hope will be in the Career Center at 1:30 p.m. Then, on another busy day, 2 more colleges will be setting up shop. Oakland University and U of M Ann Arbor will be back-to-back in the auditorium, with Oakland at 9:30 and U of M at 10:55 in the morning.
Wrapping things up on Thursday will be Cornerstone University, presenting in the Career Center at 9:30 a.m. There are many more colleges on the way. If you're interested, make sure to stay up with DTV for all those upcoming visits. If you're going to college, you're going to need a little bit of money. To kick off the year, the Tower of Scholarships in the Guidance Office is filled to the brim with applications. In fact, too many to list. The first due date rolls around in January, so while you do still have time, there are many to fill out. If you're looking to build your resume or earn those community service cords, then you're going to need some community service hours. The annual Great Pumpkin Run is on Saturday, October 10th. Both setup volunteers and trail guides are needed for the day. Another outdoor event is coming up called Wonderfully Wicked Woods. On October 24th, help is needed for setup, tear down, and help at all the arts and craft events involved. From 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., at least 15 volunteers will be necessary to assist the people in charge.
And lastly, throughout the next few months, St. John's Family Center needs a volunteer or two to man the welcome desk. If you're at least 16 years or older, get in touch with Mrs. Tina Simmons at 810-652-0304 or email her at tsimmons@stjohndavison.org. The Career Center is the hub for all community service things, so take a trip down if you want to know more. The first year of DTV Films is off to a successful start as Department Director Merrick Allum and Kane Peterson released the first feature-length film of DTV's history. The film, called Arcadia, focuses on a couple of best friends taking on boyhood and searching the small up-north town of Arcadia. Here's a small clip.
Watch your head, bud.
So, this is still an operational lighthouse. Inside this little box here is the bulb we use to power it. Yeah, it's 35 watts filling, and the reason we use a little bulb to make sure.
That was again Arcadia, which is available on our website, dtvnews.org, and YouTube. Be on the lookout for more DTV films hitting the big screen soon.
Coming up tomorrow on DTV, we'll have a preview of the annual Powder Puff game on Wednesday. Seniors and juniors, get ready.
This Friday, DTV will be at the Homecoming Parade at 6 and will be showing the homecoming game against Flint Southwestern live at 7. The news doesn't just stop here. Our Twitter and Facebook is updated daily with news, announcements, and other important topics. Make sure to give a follow at DTV_official and like us at DTV News to keep up to date. In addition to these pages, we've branched out to Instagram and now Periscope to give you exclusive, behind-the-scenes content you won't see anywhere else.
To rewatch today's newscast, head on over to dtvnews.org, go to the Watch DTV Now tab, and select the live stream to view today's newscast. While you're there, check out all the new features we've added this year to our website. So you guys, Lake Callis was unveiled this summer. Have either of you had a chance to go yet?
Yeah, I went there. You know, it was a good time. It's a really nice place.
Yeah, I loved it there as well when I went, and it should be an attraction to be around for a long time here in Davison. Well, I'm Grant Palmentier here alongside Trace Clinton and Alex Swindle. Have a nice day, Davison.